Hello everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Monae and I am really excited today to share with you guys the beautiful energies that we can expect on this amazing solar eclipse in Taurus on April 30th. I really am excited for this season. As you guys know it, Aries, I really love it. It's where things are blossoming. It's where things are starting to be ignited again. It's when the flowers are starting to be bloomed, and even events in your life, even manifestations in your life are starting to bloom as well. We are moving into the season of Taurus. Taurus is more grounded. It's very luxurious. It loves to just do the things that it makes it happy, but it is also a stubborn, slow, steady sign. So I really want you guys to take that in your life as well. Look to see where Taurus is in your birth chart, and in that place, in that house, you will be able to see the energy that you can expect to witness in your own solar eclipse journey. So for today, I was able to pull some cards for you guys. You guys know I love to do these card readings on my channel. So if you are ever looking for a personal reading done by me, please make sure to click the Wizio link in the description box below. So I'm just going to get started in today's video. So I did pull from my tarot deck. I was able to pull from my Soul's Journey Lessons deck as well as my Wisdom of Oracle deck. I like to choose three. I will share with you guys, I pulled more tarot cards, or at least more tarot cards came out than the other decks. So I'm gonna just firstly start out with tarot. So the first tarot card that we did get is the King of Cups, and it's reversed. So I know we just had the Libra full moon. I didn't have a video about that because I'm a Libra rising and it was a lot, okay? So please forgive me, but we do have that love energy here. I feel as though with this King of Cups being reversed, to me it's not saying you're not getting a love offer or you're not emotional. I think right now with this cups being reversed in this solar eclipse energy of Taurus, I see it more so as holding certain energies towards certain people when it comes to your emotions, right? It's like kind of deciphering who to keep in your life, who not to keep in your life, who to give attention to, who not to give attention to. So that's going to be really key, important anyway, moving forward. When it comes to the people in your life, I think the biggest question in Taurus energy is like, who's grounded with you? Who flows with you? Who do you feel as though is someone you can kind of be in this luxuriously energy with? I think that's something that King of Cups is sharing, but I'm going to now move on to the next one. The next card that we did get is the Three of Pentacles. So this is also a really good card to see. As I was sharing with you guys, Pentacles, earthly matter, Taurus energy. So money, 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 right? If you are currently working with someone on a project, you're working with a team, this is a good card to see here, okay? I want to say manifestations for sure. As you can see in the photo of this card, there are people kind of delegating on something, right? So teamwork, I want to say here, an improvement as well. Like if you think things have been a little bit stagnant, this card isn't necessarily saying it's going to be moving fast, but it's starting to move, okay? So know that your money matters are starting to change, are developing. The next one that we did see is the Seven of Pentacles reversed. So the Seven of Pentacles card, when it's upright, it kind of shows someone is like standing over and looking at the things he's starting to build up, right? It's like, I am putting things together, but it's not necessarily being done, right? I feel as though when this card is reversed, this is to tell me there's a little bit of like stagnant energy here when it comes to money. I also feel an energy of like kind of burnout. I'm also feeling, when I'm holding this card, it kind of feels like a lot of frustration when it comes to money moving right now. It feels like if it's a deal that you're looking to be complete or finalized, it's coming, but I still feel like there's hard work that needs to be done. That's basically what I want to say is there's still things to do, okay? I know that with this Three of Pentacles cards, it's like, yes, things are going to start moving. I'm talking to more people. I'm talking to colleagues about certain things, but you're like, things are still kind of being solidified. But I do want you to know they will start to turn as long as you put that fourth energy of taking action, right? Of getting up and actually planning the day. How is it that you want your finances to look like within the month, within 6 months from now? So that's just the main thing I'm going to focus on with that Seven of Pentacles reversed, is just like, I want to say hard work. The next beautiful card that we did get is the Seven of Cups. So this is more of like a Pisces card in my opinion. It's very dreamy. It's very like looking at all of the options that life has to offer you. But I feel as though I want you to remember that all glitter isn't gold, right? I want you to be, yes, recognize the abundance of things that life offers you. Yes, recognize the things that you can touch that can turn to gold, but what's the thing that is heart-wrenching that you must have, right? It's like, I think maybe this card is kind of channeling to someone to say, you have a lot of options, you have a lot of talent, you have a lot of things you can inspire and grow from, but what is the one thing that makes your heart pitter patter a little bit more than the others? What's the one thing that will get you going, like that will literally make you like jump up out of bed and excited to be of service, right? And I'm also going to share with you, money is improving. And again, I have to say that even though we got the Seven of Pentacles reversed, is because Taurus season, this is the time to kind of like allow yourself to be in lavish energy. I mean, I really want you to do that. The money is coming, and I want you to get into this place of, yes, be financially aware. Yes, budget. Yes, make sure you're doing, your percentages, making sure things are going the way that they should go. Another thing I am going to share with you, side note, I'm going to create a money video on savings and how I was able to create a great savings through that money process. So, but whatever your money process is, I do want you to give more to yourself financially this season. What do I mean by that? You want to buy the $3 coffee because it's going to make you feel good? Buy the $3 coffee. You want to buy the meal, the dinner that's going to make you feel great? Buy the meal and dinner. You want to go buy the earrings? Go buy yourself the new bag. Buy yourself some new sneakers? Do it. Taurus energy wants you to be lavish. It wants you to feel as though you are earthy. You have all the material that you need in your life. So I want you to do that. The next one that we did get is the Knight of Cups. I want to say emotions. Like, I think, Taurus, to me, I have a lot of Taurus people in my life, and I'm also a Taurus Venus. Love is it's a thing, right? It's in the air. They're not one and the same, but they go together. So I'm going to say it's a small love offer. Like, emotions right now are kind of soft. I don't feel as though people are out here expressing themselves with a heart on their sleeve. I don't feel that, especially with the King of Cups reversed. I don't feel like you're being this, lovey-dovey person, this person who's really in sync with their emotions. I think as though this is telling me that, use that love energy though, because after Taurus, yes, we have Gemini, then we have Leo, then we have Virgo. But I just want us to remember, we just had the Libra full moon, okay? So the Knight of Cups, it's like the emotion that you are giving to people that are addition to your life, that are beneficial in your life. How does that feel? How does that flow? It is a small love offer. I also think this card is telling me someone needs to be more confident about themselves and the things that they're doing. Maybe you need to be more confident in yourself and your ability to choose. Because, you have the Seven of Cups. Yes, you have a lot of options, but what do you choose, right? So just be more confident in the choices that you do make. Boom. Be more confident in the financial choices that you do make. That's what I feel here. And the last tarot card that we did get, I love to see this card reversed. I really do. And it's the Ten of Swords reversed. So you're not necessarily feeling portrayed. That energy is kind of gone now. And it's 10. We got 2 7s in this reading, and we got a 10 as well. And then we got... yeah, this is a good reading. I'm going to connect the Ten of Swords to the spring energy of life regaining itself. Release of stagnant energy, not feeling portrayed, not feeling stabbed in the back, but having kind of like a clear path, a clear plate to move forward in. I also want to say with this Ten of Swords card, I feel as though you have learned your lessons, okay? We're moving into a new eclipse season, okay? So what has this last lunar eclipse shown you? What lessons can you take from the last 6 months in your life to navigate the next 6? Also, essentially, we're starting the new year, right? Essentially, May is the second month of the year because we're going back off of Aries being the dictator at the start of the year, right? How can you take last year's, quote unquote, lessons to move you forward, to improve? So that's the one thing that I am going to share here. And healing energy. Healing. I see that here too. I see a lot of healing energy here. Even with that Seven of Pentacles reversed, I honestly have to say, like, I do feel like things are unfinished. So if you started a project, go back and finish it. That's something I do want to share with you guys here as well. So that is the end of the reading for the tarot. Now I'm going to move on to the Lessons Journey deck. So I only asked Spirit for one card because I wanted to make this our main focus for this solar eclipse in Taurus. Like, what is our lesson? What is it that we have to learn to work with to get to where we want to be? And the card that came out is fear. Okay, we got the orange, the red. So I'm going to say root chakra. I'm going to say solar plexus. I'm definitely going to say the lower body chakras, right? And the affirmation states, I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. If you are fear-based, if you are living in fear, that means you're not living in love, right? And I'm also going to use the book as a reference for this. But I honestly, and we got purple in this card too, so I'm honestly also going to say third eye chakra for sure. But I'm just going to read to you some things. It says, the outcome of all choices in life is determined by two emotions, fear and love. Your soul is made of the energy of love, and fear is an earthly manifestation of a challenge. To embrace and wallow in fear is to go against your very being. Fear in its many guises is the obstacle that your soul uses to test its tenacity to stay on track. Wow. For a soul, human life can be very difficult, but acknowledging that your soul's true nature is love will always help you on your path. When fear rears its ugly head, it is really an opportunity for you to stare it in the eye and turn that doubt into trust. View it as a teacher. What lessons are you learning from these fearful emotions? The more you use the energy of love to diffuse fearful situations, the less often they will present themselves. I love that. I feel like for me, it was saying how fear is the obstacle that your soul uses to test its tenacity to stay on track. That was really big for me. But what is your takeaway from that? You know, what lesson are you learning from these fearful emotions? I was just speaking with you guys in my last video about me getting through depression, right? So, a lesson of mine through these fearful emotions is like, I'm loved and supported by the people in my life, even when I'm feeling that negative energy. I also have been learning, in this last year, it's like, what's meant for you will always be for you. You don't have to be fearful. Because I feel as though God has been reminding me of my greatness through small acts, through subtle things. And that's the thing. The subtlety of life is the most beautiful thing for me, because I feel as though you look at a tree, you look at a plant, you look at a bee, you look at life, an animal life, or you look at the season change, and you look at how a branch or a tree can go from being fully bloomed to nothing to be bloomed again. I think that's the reminder. It's like there's nothing to be fearful for, because it's all temporary. And I was just sharing with you guys from that amazing book that I was referring to, which is The Untethered Soul by Michael A. Singer. But yeah, I love that. So do you choose to live in fear or to live in love this season of this solar eclipse? And I think when you get rid of fear, it's like you live your everyday life being fearless, doing all the things you love to do, being true and authentic to your being. And I think that's what life is asking of us right now during this eclipse. It's like, what can you give to? What can you passionately give to without caring in the world what anyone else thinks about it? How can you show people that they could look fear in the face and say, haha, I know you're not going anywhere, I'm not going anywhere, so let's just find a way to work together. You know what I mean? Tony Robbins used to always tell me when I would go to his events, and it's like, you have to dance with fear because it will never run away. So just dance with it. How can you learn with it and the things that it does provide for you? So that's just what I'm going to leave you off with that one card. And I also picked one card from the Wisdom of Oracle deck. Why? Because this deck, to me, it's a very powerful one. It's not a deck that I touch too often as of lately, but it is something I felt called for all of us, right? So the one card that we did get is the number 34, if that resonates with anyone. And it's two polar bears. There's a parent and a baby, and the card is a leg up. Okay, a leg up. First thing I am going to say is when you look at this photo, what do you see? The support, right, of the parent polar bear to the baby polar bear. I'm going to read to you guys the booklet. I'm going to read to you guys now the leg up meaning. It means receiving help, delegating authority, and interdependence. You have come to a point where going it alone is no longer optimal for you. Life has a way of presenting you with the perfect people to align with, who you can give a leg up during this next phase of your journey. Help comes to you in all areas of your life where you need a boost. The trick is to accept that aid is freely given. When you embrace interdependence, allowing teamwork and independence to commingle, miracles happen now in such a way. Now, there's a whole bunch, but I'm really just going to focus on the protection message as well. And it states, are you always insisting on doing everything yourself? Do you have little faith that help will come, convinced that the burden of the world is doomed to remain on your shoulders? Your beliefs about going it alone need to be discarded, as they do not serve you at all. Let others help you. Yes, it will make you feel vulnerable to admit you need a helping hand, but to be vulnerable is good for you to have a lesson to learn. You must let someone else assist. You can't do life all by yourself. Once you shift your expectations, you'll be amazed by how quickly help arrives to give you a leg up. It's so funny because today this is my second video filming for the day. And in the last video that I posted, I shared with you guys like the support team that I had in my life currently to help me through this. I'm really grateful for them. It did require me to be vulnerable, say, hey, I am not well. You know, that's something hard for me as an individual, to show people that I'm not well. Pride, ego, call it what you want. And I know a lot of us can relate to that. Always wanting to seem as though all is well, everything is fine, but it's really not okay to do that. It's okay to be vulnerable with the people in your life. And if you don't feel that way, then they should not be in your life. Or either look at yourself, right? Look at yourself and say, why do I feel like I have to have everything on my own shoulders? You know, like that card speaks so heavily to me. And I made sure this reading was for the collective, you know, so I know all of us are feeling this right now. It's okay to say, hey, I need help. Do you have, 30 minutes? Do you have space to hold for me during this time? My main thing that I do want to share with you guys for this solar eclipse in Taurus, heal, right? Heal, remove stagnant energy, cooperate with other people, teamwork, teamwork, teamwork. I do see independence here with this 10 of Swords reverse. I do. That's an independence card. That's like, I'm learning my lessons. I'm healing. I'm doing things I have to do to get there. Independence card, it's like, oh, looking at the options that life has to offer me, right? But the teamwork, the asking for help is the 3 of Pentacles card, okay? Ask for help on the thing that you need to finish, from the people in life that you think can really guide you, or reach out. You don't even have to consider the people in your life if you don't want to. Find the people, because the people will find you. As it says, like, people show up right when they need to in your life to help you get that boost. So I'm really grateful for these cards that we did get from our guidance. This is going to be a great solar eclipse in Taurus on the 30th. But I think the biggest question here is, do you choose to live in fear, or do you choose to live in love? Do you want to continuously hold everything by yourself, or do you want to share your burden with people too, right? Share your burden with the people that love you and care for you. It's important. It's important for you to feel like you're not alone in this life, because you're not alone. We can't do this life thing by ourselves. They say it takes a village to raise a kid, right? So how do you think any less of yourself as an adult, right? To get through things. You shouldn't. And I'm really saying that to myself as well. So yeah, guys, that's the reading for today. So let me know, what was your takeaway from today's reading? What was one of your favorite cards to see? What is something that I said that made you feel impactful and like just ready to take on life after this video? So I'm really excited to hear that in the comment sections below. As we do in every single video, I am going to affirm with you. And so in today's video, the affirmation for me and you is going to be, I open up to vulnerability. I open up to vulnerability. I open up to vulnerability. I know it's scary. I know it can be scary, but it's so rewarding, because the conversations that come from expressing a challenge or struggle in your life, you'll be very surprised to see how many of us are also going through the same thing at the same time. I continue to send my love, my light, and my grace to each of you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.